What's going on, YouTube world and Pamper Gang? This is the boy with the Pampers and the Toys, Al, recorded from Paradise. Please make sure you like, share, subscribe to my YouTube channel, the boy with the Pampers and the Toys. Please make sure you like, share, subscribe to your family, your friends, and your enemies. Also, check out my Instagram and my Twitter accounts, the boy with the Pampers and the Toys, listed on the screen. And today we're going to be talking about. I should have talked about this a long time ago, but I chose not to because I want to see the movie, and I'm not really. I'll talk about the movie a little bit, but I'm not gonna go deep in the movie. But today's toys we're gonna be talking about Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3, which honestly this movie was great, gang. It's heartwarming, it's heartfelt. I don't want to give too much away, but as I talk about each figure, then I'll talk about a few things. But I think it's worth watching. We'll definitely watch it. So today we're going to be talking about. First of all, let me show all the figures because I actually took them out of the box because I didn't want the video to be too long and lengthy and all of that. So I got all of them except Groot. I thought purchased Groot. I may have purchased him, but I forgot all about him. But I buy so much stuff that sometimes I be kind of forgetting. So I honestly just took all the figures out of the box so I can get through the video process. But as you can see, I'm showing every last one of them that I do have. Because Groot was kind of costly. I think he was like $60 or something like that. And I'm like, I think I purchased him. I can't really remember. I know it sounds kind of like either you purchased him or you didn't purchase him, but I don't know. I can't remember. I purchased so much stuff that stuff is going up to where I'm kind of pushing back on buying stuff now. So these are all the characters that's in Guardians of the Galaxy. Now the only one that to me that's missing is Gamora, but in this process I will talk about my older Guardians of the Galaxy Gamora figure, because Gamora was a big key player in this too. But I think Zoe Saldana says she's not her, and Dave Bautista is not going to come back as their characters in the movie. They already announced it, so I don't know what was up with that. Why they didn't give Zoe Saldana Gamora her figure? But there you go. And then on the other side, well, I'm trying to make sure I don't mess up my busted up boxes. You know, they have the Build a figure, which I built. I built Cosmo, and Cosmo was a key player in the movie as well too. I like Cosmo. I don't have many Marvel animals, but Cosmo is like my third Marvel animal that I do have in a series. So long as y'all can see the boxes, I've already opened them previously for the video. So, all right. So let's get down to the nitty gritty. Okay, first and foremost, let's talk about our boy. Lord, did I really? I think I missed it. I think it was a weapon. Okay. I thought it was a weapon that I dropped. Okay, so let's talk about Star-Lord. Star-Lord, you know, he's the leader of the squad and everything. And I do have another Star-Lord figure that I'm going to compare and contrast. Because I don't... The first Guardians of the Galaxy movie was cool. I read the comic books in the past. And so, but Chris Pratt, I think this is a very great rendition of his face sculpt right here. So I do appreciate Hasbro for getting that on point. Let's see articulation. So, double jointed pen knees. Pens. I do not like pens. So, good. Thigh boot cut and all of that. I got his weapons already in his hands. That's what he came with as well, in a little wrappings, a little tissue paper. So let's see. His head doesn't move too much up and down. You would think it do because of how the neck is, but it doesn't. But it does move around. What else can we say? He got double jointed pin elbows. I'm not a fan of that. And as you can see, this is the outfit that they kind of mainly wore in Guardians of the Galaxy movie. They did a terrific job on a face scope. I don't think it looks better than the other figure. So he does come with his 2 arsenal of weapons of choice. Um, I do like how Hasbro kind of does with their feet of their figures. I wish a lot of other companies would learn from them to like make the illusion look pretty great. Um, let's see. So the chest area is pretty well detailed and all of that. I'm kind of I'm kind of disappointed with the way the neck is and all of that. I'm making like I'm short, like I can lean up against my desk. So let's see. The figure's not bad. I done saw a lot better with a Star Lord action figure before. Actually, the one I do have, I like better than this one, but it's not bad. And so let's see. I always look and see how the figure stands up because I'm really big on my action figure standing up. So the figure stands up pretty perfectly. So it's pretty dope how you can pose them and everything. So I have nothing against that. I want to compare and contrast them to the other Star Lord figure I have. Well, this Star Lord figure, I think this is maybe from part 1. I'm not really 100%. I've been having it for a pretty good minute. So this is the other Star Lord figure I do have. His hair is a little different, a little darker red. Yeah, I think this is from part 1, volume 1, or Guardians of the Galaxy, the first movie, whatever you call it, I can't remember. So, as this figure right here has a jacket. I don't know what I did with the other gun that he has. The weapon, I'm going to say weapon. I didn't want to say gun because I don't know if I'm going to get flagged for saying that. YouTube is very sensitive. So, what I'm going to do possibly is I may change out the head scope and put on this one, but I'll wait till later on and do all of that because I want to be fair to, when I upload the pictures on Instagram and Twitter and stuff, that, hey, this is what this figure looks like originally. But overall, like I said, they well detailed with the outfit, the color of the outfit, as well as, I just don't like the pins. Ever since I had a figure a long time ago, pins fell out his arms and his legs. I just never been. Now, I don't like the boxing that they do at Hasbro. I wish they can do a little better job with that. I like clear packaging because I want to see what I get. Because you never know what you might get with any of these figures. So, I give this figure definitely for the head movement. The head not moving pretty well. I give him a 9.7 out of 10, but I think it was a hefty price too, as well too. $25. So I paid almost like $200 for all these figures, which I don't think was really worth it. But okay, we're gonna move on. So there is Star Lord right here. So next we're gonna be talking about he's first. I had this figure before, but I don't know what I did when he was so small. I lost him in the move when I moved. Here is, I know I had a weapon right here that fell, but I keep looking for it. Okay, Rocket. So, as you know, Rocket played a big role in the movie, and I don't want to really spoil it too much for you. He basically, the movie talked about love and value and basically, really caring about somebody. So, that's me trying to not give it away. But let's talk about Rocket. So, this is like my second time having a Rocket figure. The first one okay, that gun fell. Let me grab the gun real quick, gang. Because the gun I want to definitely talk about. One moment. Look, I'm stepping all over toys. Y'all see my hair and everything up on the screen. So, okay. So this is the gun that Rocket does come with. Rocket comes with big weapons. And in the movie, like I said, Rocket finds out a lot about himself in the movie, and it goes deeper down the rabbit hole as it goes on. So with this figure right here, he's tiny, so you got to be very careful. You can lose him real easy, like I did the first one. Articulation is really, it's okay. It's okay. It ain't at its best. Well, you got to be careful with that tail too, because that tail can come off real easy. So the tail did come off, but you definitely don't want to glue it because we want to move his tail around. So he can do like you can just pose him how you want to, which is pretty cool, pretty dope. Um, yeah, the articulation is really good. Look at this. Look at that. Like this is like the smallest. I ain't gonna say. Well, he's the smallest Marvel figure I've ever encountered. Figure. So there you have that. His head should come off, but what's the point of taking his head off unless you want to switch it with another Rocket action figure? And Rocket's pretty pricey online. Not this figure, but the other ones previous before him is really expensive online. People be wanting like $100 for it. I'm like, keep them. So let's see. His tail just keep coming off. All right. So his gun, I did have him holding his gun, his weapon of choice. You know, Rocket comes with a punch. And if I can just probably, well, there we go. Well, I had it on her perfect before. His tail just keeps coming off. That's just so annoying. Oh, wow. I'm trying. I can't even. It's crazy that I can't even get his. There we go. Okay. All right. There we go. So that's the gun that he had that I was holding. That I had a moment of silence. That he was holding before it fell down, and I had to bend down and get it. Bend down to get it. So I like this figure. This is like one of my favorite figures out of the set. One of them. Not gonna say the only one. Let's see, can he stand up pretty well? Because that's the kicker for me. Yep, Rocket stands up pretty well. I do apologize for my camera not being so up close. But as you can see from a distance, he can stand up perfectly. Uh, I don't think this figure was worth $25 at all. I really don't. But he's good to have in your collection. I give him a 10 out of 10. I'm going to tell you why I give him a 10 out of 10. Because he's a tiny figure. And I would take some points off for his tail, but it comes with the territory. I can't get mad. I wish they could have made like the little groove you stick in the hole part like a little thicker so it can snap on, like hold on, Ripley real fully, but they didn't do that. Hasbro didn't do that, so I get it. And pretty much, I overall like this figure. The face sculpt is amazing as well too, and I wish he would have. I guess I wish they would have made like a volume without these outfits, but it is what it is. So I give him a 10 out of 10. So this is Rocket, everybody. So definitely he is worth having in your lineup. So next, let's talk about the beautiful Nebula. Well, the deadly Nebula. So Nebula, she's a key character. She used to be a villain in the series, and that is Gamora's sister. So Nebula is really tough, and she's very devoted and dedicated to her crew. She's a cyborg. I love this body type right here. This is a new female body type that I have never seen before. The articulation on the body type is great. She don't have any pins, so pinless elbows, double jointed elbows and knees is a plus. The face sculpt looks amazing. And she does come with a weapon of choice that you can add right here, which I'm going to remove this hand right here and show you. So Nebula don't play. She comes with a vengeance. So that is her weapon of choice, and she defends her team with honor. That's what I love about her. Like, she was the bad guy, the bad girl in part one, a little bit of part two, but she came back around to her senses of like wanting to help the whole crew. Articulation wise, she does have these female boots on, so you got to be very careful. I don't think she's gonna stand up perfectly. I'm gonna try to stand her up. Well, came close to it. Came close to it. Came close to it. That's the best I can stand her up. So this is a whole new mode, woman mode, and I love it. So I love seeing them come out with the female action figures have their own body types because I get sick and tired of seeing them with the same body type. I'm like Storm and Rogue are two different sizes. So I do have another Nebula figure. I think she came from the movie where she wore the wig. So, or she could, I don't know, this could be the comic book one, I don't know. But here's Nebula when she had the wig on. I don't know if it's the comic book version or, I can't remember her wearing a wig in part one or part two. But this Nebula looks pretty good right here. Not because of the hair, the wig, but they're I would say they're built alike, but there is a difference when you look at the back of them. I think this one's more curvier than this one, so I do appreciate that Hasbro came up with this idea for real. But this Nebula right here, she looks more not human, but more full-blown flesh alien, and this one looks robotic. I like this Nebula better. But if I wanted to switch the head sculpts out, I don't think it's gonna work. No, it won't work. But this is what this Nebula will look like. But it's not gonna fit because her head, the ball joint is too small. And this one right here, she wouldn't look bad. Actually, she looks good. I ain't gonna keep her like that because it still sticks out kind of a little bit, and that's the downfall. Because I wish that all Hasbro figures had the same ball joint head, but they don't. So with our lovely Nebula, I give her a 10 out of 10. She's one of my favorite female anti characters of all time. So, so moving on. Let's talk about Adam Warlock. So Adam Warlock was like he was like a Nebula anti like villain, and he's very super powerful. Like, a lot of people don't know that. This is my first time having him in my lineup. I never had an Adam Warlock figure previously because I'm a late bloomer when it comes to collecting Marvel Legends. I started collecting them the last probably 8 years. So, no, I take it back longer, about 10 years. So, with this figure right here, he actually looks pretty well. He looks good. He don't have any pinned double jointed elbows, pinless. They're actually pinless. The shoulder pads a little bit on, with his cape and everything. It kind of separates the groove of want to lift his arms up all the way, so you won't be able to do that. He played a very good key role in the Guardians of the Galaxy. I'm not gonna say what type of role he played. Probably got hit this with a little heat a little bit because it's kind of a little stiff. And you see his skin is pretty gold. His hair is gold. And I forgot he was gold in the movie. Chest area looks pretty well detailed. Back, move the head up and down. His head, it goes up and down as far as it can. As you know, he really didn't, all he had was his fist, so he didn't really need to hold no weapon. He just was I I would love to see like a battle with him and a who is it? Apocalypse or somebody or somebody powerful in the Marvel series because he's considered an Omega level mutant too as well too. But hey, you know you win some, you lose some. So articulation wise, his legs don't bend all the way back, which is I don't like that. So it lets me know that he was built with certain type of material that they probably never they used before, but probably on certain characters. So, but you could definitely pose him the way you want to pose him. Let's see how he stands up. Okay, he stands up pretty well. Well, hold on. Hold on now. It's not a good thing. So, this Adam Warlock figure doesn't stand up well, and I don't like it. But what can you say? So I'm gonna take points off for that because his feet. I think I'm going to apply some heat to his feet right down here, so he definitely doesn't stand up. I'm gonna have to probably put him on one of these. And it's cool. It is what it is. I'm just gonna have to have him flying because that's what he normally does anyway. So I get it totally. I'm gonna give this figure a 9.5 out of a 10. He would have been my favorite, but it's just that the feet ain't right, and the face sculpt is kind of sloppy a little bit. It looks like him to a degree, but it's like they painted on his eyes and smudged it a little bit to where, it's like all scribble scrabble. So he gets a 9.5 out of 10, but he's still good out of your collection. Wasn't worth 25 bucks. Moving on, let's talk about Prey Mantis. Well, Mantis. I keep saying Prey Mantis. I could have sworn I had another Prey Mantis figure. If I didn't, maybe I'm lying to myself. Prey Mantis has her own female body type as well too, like Nebula. There are two different sizes, which I love that. So, looks like Nebula probably is a tad bit taller, but I think that Mantis is just a little bit more curvier than she is. And I'm just going to show the difference right here. Just a little bit more curvier, possibly. And a little bit wider up here in the chest area. So, Mantis, she's one of the second female protagonists, well, whatever you call her, in the movie. And I like the little antler things right here. The actress that plays her is a really gorgeous woman in real life, very gorgeous. And the face sculpt is pretty well detailed. You can't bend her. I guess her hair stops her head from moving back and forth and spinning around. Okay, I get it. What else can we say? They got her face on point, so the face looks good. Let's see. Double jointed knees and arms. Make sure that one goes like that too as well. So her arms do go around. The chest area does pop. We like that. We like to party. Eh. So let's see how she stands up, because that's what I really want to know with these figures. How do they stand up? She stands up pretty well, but you gotta be careful because she has boots on the bottom, the female boots like Nebula does. I wish she would have came with some type of mystic powers or something. I know she's more on the Kung Fu side, but she does have powers, I know, from the first movie. And I'll give her, I'm going to give her a 10 out of 10. Because I do like the head sculpt. The head sculpt's amazing. The hands, I get it, because she does make spells and do her Kung Fu that way and all of that. So I'll give her a 10 out of 10. She's pretty cool for what she is. Okay, next we're going to be talking about Drax. Now, I thought I had another Drax figure. Now, as I said before, Dave Bautista won't be coming back to play him anymore. I don't know who they're going to get to play as him, but it's not going to feel right. But, sometimes Hollywood stars got to move on. This guy's a big guy, so I believe this gun right here is his. When I opened the package, this gun fell out of somebody's box. I don't know who, though. It could be Nebula's. I don't know, but I'm not going to dig for gold and detail. It's cool. So Drax is he's just like my boy here, Star-Lord. He got pins. He has pins in his leg, and I don't know if it's because the thicker figures got pins or not. And I ain't saying him and Star-Lord are the same size, but they're on the thicker side of from the other figures. So Drax looks good. The figure looks good. I thought the head sculpt on the other figure that I think I had another Drax figure. I can't find it. Who knows? Somebody might have snagged it up in their pocket, so I don't let everybody in my home anymore. Years ago. His head doesn't move up and down, which is not that great. Does move around. Chest area does pop. Articulation with the legs is pretty well detailed. Double jointed elbows. You gotta put a little heat on that if you don't feel like bending it too much. And pretty much, like I said, this figure is pretty decent. Drax is pretty cool. Let's see. I believe that gun is Drax because down here is where you put his knives at. So I think it's Drax. We solved the mystery. Because I remember Drax having a gun like that in the movie as well, too. Maybe. Let's just... Who cares? Let's just say it's Drax gun. I don't feel like him holding it. But definitely, I thought the other figure looked better than this one, the face-wise. But it does look like Dave Bautista. It looked like you're looking at a WWE figure. Like I said, the costumes were, bad choice. I wish they would have done another set lineup with different costumes, but they didn't. And basically, he stands up pretty well. And I would have loved for him to have like a fist, so he could just. But he didn't come with a fist, which is cool. So I give him definitely a 10 out of 10. I do like it. So there is Drax, everybody. Who the actor Dave Bautista won't be coming back in the movie. Oh, okay, last but not least, we're going to be talking about what is the guy's name? He didn't really have he had a role in the movie, but Kraglin, now you remember him from the first movie. He was a blue character. And then they turned him back human, I think, in part 2. He was like one of the villains. So this is what he looks like. I can't think of what the actor's name is. I think it's Sean Gunn, maybe. I don't know. But he comes with his famous little arrow that he can move. You can put it around his neck. Or you could do like that, have him hold it. It was all about him believing in himself in this movie. About he can help anything. Because I think as a human form, it was kind of hard for him to basically kind of believe in himself like he did when he was a mutant. I can't remember how he changed back into a human. I don't know what they did, but I'll probably have to watch Volume 2 one day. So with him, he's the first I had in line. He has with pin elbows, double jointed elbows, which I hate pins. And his shoulder pads, or whatever you call that, is stopping his arms from raising all the way up. The head goes a little bit up and down, but not as much. He got this little mohawk thing, metal thing on top of his head, which is pretty cool. I think that's where he gets his power from to control that little arrow. I'm assuming. I can't remember. He got double jointed knees. I just get so sad when I see pins. And basically, articulation wise, pretty dope, pretty good. And the chest area, it don't move too much, but it moves enough. Hopefully I can get it real good on my camera. Let's see how he stands up. And I'm gonna go ahead and put this right here. And I believe this knife right here was his. I'm assuming it's his. Because when I took his stuff out of the package, I didn't realize. Look, it failed. I'll get it later. So definitely, I'll give him. And he got this little belt thing around him. I believe that is for that arrow. Let me try to grab it with my feet. Oh, God. Yep. Ain't nothing like having Eon Flux feet. Yeah, I think this little pouch goes for his arrow. It has to. So it holds up in that little pouch thing. I give him a 9.8 out of 10. I took some points off because his head doesn't move up and down. Like, well, hold on. Doesn't move all the way down. I think his chin keeps his head from moving all the way down, if you see. Definitely all the way down. I just thought that, I don't know. It's not a bad looking figure. The head sculpt was a little kind of stuck for me. And it's not a bad score. But I'm moving on. So I want to show this as a special treat. The Build-A-Figure of Cosmos. Cosmos was the dog, the female dog that can talk. And I don't think I got her legs in order. If I don't, hey, I tried, everybody. And you had to buy all the Build-A-Figure sets just to build her. And she's my third animal that I have for Marvels. The first one I ever got was this cat from Captain Marvel. I don't know what this cat is. I don't know if it's I think it was a shapeshifter. I don't know. But that's the first one. The second one animal I got for Marvel was Miss Lion, Firestar's dog from Spider-Man Amazing Friends. So I don't have too many animals, but the articulation for Cosmos is pretty great. You got to be careful with the legs. I don't think I got the legs on correctly here, to be all the way honest, but I tried. So you had to get everybody to get, to get all the pieces, like everybody. So there is, I know everybody's probably making fun of me, like, he put the legs on wrong. But please mention in the comments if I got the legs on wrong. That's why I should have just opened the box. That's why I did the video, but I didn't want to be too long. So, just want to show everybody that. And then last but not least, they did not have Gamora in the movie, but I do have an older Gamora figure. And as I told y'all, this is I think she's from the first movie. Zoe Saldana will not be returning as Heroic Gamora, which is sad because I don't know who they're going to get to play as her. Once you start a series or movie with people, you got to keep it going. So, just want to show her. She doesn't really stand up too well either. I had to post her up against stuff on the wall, but I want to show her as a treat. They didn't have a figure for her at all, and she played an important role. Kind of anti-role in the movie, because she lost her memory. Something happened to where they got the original Gamora was deleted, but I think they had to go back in another realm and get this corrupt Gamora, and so that's the one version who was in the newest movie. But honestly, gang, get the movie. I think it's great to go get. And just to let y'all know, I would like to thank all my friends. Let me show all the figures before I suited and booted. Oh wow. Cause I'm jumping ahead of the game. Tell me how you doing. Walk stay through it. Won't you shine on me? There I go with my singing. Yeah, I don't think I got them legs on right on Cosmo, but we'll think about it another day. Okay. He's so little. I hope y'all can see him. Well, okay. He won't stand up. Okay, well, I would like to thank all my friends for subscribing to my YouTube channel, The Boy with the Pampers and the Toys. Please make sure you like, share, subscribe to my YouTube channel, The Boy with the Pampers and the Toys. Please make sure you like, share, subscribe to your family, your friends, and your enemies. Also follow my Twitter, my Instagram accounts, The Boy with the Pampers and the Toys. I do upload frequently, and I want to thank everybody for their support and love. And as the channel grows, I'm at 1,400 friends. And everyone have a great day. Sorry they failed, but they fell apart.